In 1960, a thriving farming community in New Jersey vanished without a trace, swallowed by the waters of a man-made lake. Homes, schools, churches, all erased in the name of progress. The residents of Round Valley were forced from their ancestral lands, their lives submerged beneath billions of gallons of water. But why was this town sacrificed, and what secrets linger in its underwater ruins? Welcome to Oddities Uncovered, where we plunge into the world's strangest mysteries. This is the Vanishing Village, a tale of loss, power, and unanswered questions. Stay with us for 50 minutes of suspense and hit subscribe to join the journey into the unknown. Before we dive into this haunting mystery, smash that like button and subscribe to Oddities Uncovered. Let's uncover the truth behind the town that vanished overnight. In the 1950s, New Jersey was the state on the cusp of transformation. Cities were booming, their skylines rising with post-war ambition. But in the rural heart of Hunterdon County, time moved slower. Here, in the natural bowl of Round Valley, a small farming community thrived. Families had worked these fertile lands for generations, their lives woven into the soil. This was Round Valley, a place of simple joys. Neighbors shared harvests, children attended a one-room schoolhouse, and Sundays echoed with church bells. It was a community where doors stayed unlocked and trust was as abundant as the crops. But beneath this idyllic surface, a storm was brewing. Post-war growth strained New Jersey's water supply. Droughts in 1953 and 1957 exposed a critical shortage, prompting state planners to seek new sources. Round Valley, with its natural basin formed by Cushetunk Mountain, was the perfect candidate for a massive reservoir, but there was a catch: over 100 families called this valley home. In 1956, the state began appraising properties, setting the stage for a heartbreaking upheaval. For these families, Round Valley wasn't just land, it was legacy. The state's plan wasn't just a project, it was a betrayal tearing them from their roots. Their story is one of resilience, loss, and a mystery that lingers beneath the waves. In 1958, the state's appraisers arrived in Round Valley, offering compensation that many called a pittance. Homes worth lifetimes of labor were valued at mere thousands. Some residents accepted, hoping to start anew. Others fought back, refusing to leave their ancestral lands, but the power of eminent domain was unstoppable. Imagine being told your home, your history must be abandoned for the greater good. For Round Valley's farmers, it was a gut punch. They were given little choice: sell or be forced out. By 1960, the valley was empty, its heart silenced. A 1958 bond issue, approved by voters in every county except Hunterdon, allocated $46 million to build Round Valley and nearby Spruce Run Reservoir, per a 2013 Hunterdon County Democrat article. The state's plan was clear: flood the valley to supply water to millions. But for the displaced, it was a loss that no money could replace. Some families chose to relocate their homes, a costly and emotional process. A 2022 Only in Your State article notes that several houses were moved to nearby towns, where they stand as silent reminders of Round Valley's past. These were more than homes. They were stories, dreams, lives. The forced exodus left scars that linger, a wound in the heart of Hunterdon County. In 1960, the dams were sealed and the waters began to rise. Slowly, inexorably, Round Valley was transformed. Fields became lakes, homes became ruins, and a once vibrant community was submerged beneath 55 billion gallons of water. The Round Valley Reservoir was born, but at a cost few could fathom. The reservoir was a marvel of engineering designed to supply water to millions. But beneath its surface lies a ghost town, its streets and structures preserved in a watery tomb. What was lost was more than land. It was a way of life. Covering 2,350 acres and reaching depths of 180 feet, Round Valley is New Jersey's largest reservoir. Its creation was a triumph of human ingenuity, but it came with a price. The valley's fertile soil, once home to thriving farms, now lies silent, a relic of a bygone era. A 2020 dive expedition documented by local historians revealed remnants of the town, street grids, house foundations, even a church steeple. These discoveries, per 2022 only in your state, confirm that Round Valley's past is still tangible, waiting to be explored. These underwater relics are more than ruins. They're echoes of lives lived, of a community that refused to be forgotten. They whisper to us from the depths, urging us to remember. But Round Valley is more than a historical tragedy. It's a place of chilling mystery. Since its creation, over 26 people have vanished in its waters, earning it the nickname New Jersey's Bermuda Triangle. Some were found, their bodies preserved by the cold depths. Others disappeared without a trace, their fates as murky as the lake itself. Locals whisper of curses and hauntings, of spirits tied to the submerged town. But is there truth to these tales? Or is the reservoir's danger purely natural? Let's dive into the enigma. The reservoir's depth, up to 180 feet, creates treacherous conditions. Cold, dense water traps objects and bodies, making recovery nearly impossible. Poor visibility and sudden currents add to the danger, per a 2022 Weird NJ article. Since 1971, at least 23 deaths have been recorded, with some cases defying explanation. In 1989, divers found the skeleton wearing green rubber boots, identified as a fisherman who drowned 13 years earlier, per a 2013 Hunterdon County Democrat report. Such discoveries fuel the reservoir's eerie reputation, blending fact with folklore. For those who've lost loved ones, Round Valley is a place of grief, a reminder that some mysteries may never be solved. Yet their stories compel us to keep searching, to honor the past. In recent years, divers and historians have ventured into Round Valley's depths, seeking to uncover what remains of the lost town. Using sonar and underwater cameras, they've mapped the lake floor, revealing a ghostly landscape of streets, foundations, and forgotten relics. These expeditions aren't just about discovery. They're about memory. Each artifact, each structure tells a story of the people who once called this valley home. But what they've found is both haunting and profound. A 2020 dive team, per a 2022 only in your state article, documented remnants like a church steeple and household items. Bottles, tools, even a child's toy. These finds confirm that Round Valley's past is still tangible, preserved by the cold, dark waters. The reservoir's low oxygen levels slow decay, preserving artifacts in near pristine condition. A 2023 local historian's report noted that some items like glassware look as if they were left yesterday, offering a window into 1950s life. These relics are more than objects, they're fragments of lives, dreams, and a community that refuse to be erased. Beneath the waves of Round Valley, a ghost town lives on. Divers who brave its depths find more than ruins, they find stories. A child's toy, a rusted lantern, the faint outline of a home. These are the echoes of a community that vanished, not by choice but by force. Yet in their silence they speak, urging us to remember a town that refused to be forgotten. This is the heart of Round Valley's mystery, a place where the past and present collide, where loss and memory intertwine. The Vanishing Village isn't just a story. It's a call to question, to explore, to honor the sacrifices that shaped our world. Every ripple on this lake carries a story, of families displaced, of lives changed, of a town that endures in memory. It's a reminder that even in disappearance there is presence, and in loss there is legacy. What would you do if you found a relic from Round Valley? Share your thoughts in the comments and vote in our poll. What's the most haunting aspect of this mystery? A. The submerged town. B. The disappearances. C. The forced exodus. D. That's The Vanishing Village, a plunge into a mystery that lingers beneath the waves. Oddities Uncovered is dedicated to unearthing the strange and forgotten, from lost towns to cosmic enigmas. If this story stirred your curiosity, like, share, and subscribe for more. Next we'll explore Teaser, the spider that builds a fake spider to kill you. Stay curious, keep questioning, and let's uncover the unknown together.